Hi everyone, I'm Brandi Hopper, Q-SYS Technology Partner Manager. I am here with Chris with Ampetronic, and I'm so excited to chat with you today, Chris. Do you mind kind of introducing yourself, your role, a little bit about Ampetronic for our viewers?
Of course, yeah. So I'm Chris Dale from Ampetronic. I'm the technical support manager, so I head up our support team and also work in product management for some of our lines, including the C-Series amplifiers. And speak to what Ampetronic do. So we're specialists in hearing loop systems. Hearing loops are systems where we install some cabling in the room, connect an amplifier to that, and it generates a field that can connect directly into a hearing aid. So somebody with hearing loss can just walk into that space, press a button on their hearing aid or change the mode on their hearing aid, and they receive direct intelligible audio from our hearing loop system that's fed from the in-room audio.
That is awesome. I think that assistive technology is so important, and it's something that is critical and should be placed into all of the designs in any kind of space where audio is available, right?
Yeah.
To all of the viewers, listeners in the space, right? So I know we have a lot of kind of crossover and overlap in the types of spaces where our solutions make sense together. Conferencing, higher education, hospitality, entertainment, venues, events. And there's just so many.
Yeah, and even much larger spaces like airports and places like that. Anywhere where somebody might struggle to hear a little bit because of background noise, poor acoustic environment. But even in rooms that are reasonably well treated and have great audio reinforcement, people can still really struggle, and it's about providing equality of access to audio for people with those with that hearing loss.
Absolutely, yes, and thank you so much for just a little more depth to assistive technology and why this is just. I'm enamored with the technology that you all have. So Ampetronic is a part of the Q-SYS ecosystem with the Ampetronic C-Series hearing loop plugin itself as certified Q-SYS technology. Can you talk a little bit more about the C-Series itself and just maybe a couple features and functionality of that device?
Yes, of course. So the C-Series is our primary range of hearing loop amplifiers. It ranges from a single channel, relatively low power amplifier that will cover a small space, right up to high power dual channel capable of doing much larger spaces like conference facilities or auditoriums. Every amplifier in the range can be network connected for the control and can have Dante as an option as well. So it's really it's a consistent range of products that can work for any of those use cases, those sectors that we just talked about, give you a consistent interface and experience through all of those environments.
That's amazing. And I know we've talked about this a little bit even last month when we chatted on a virtual call together. But I wanted to highlight and something you had mentioned is the ability to monitor and manage. Yeah. Can you talk me through that a little bit? If I'm end user or if I'm AV designer or integrator, for example.
Yeah,
why does this help?
So the plugin gives you control of some of the amplifier's features, which can be useful in some especially flexible or multifunction environments. But really one of the most important features of it is the status monitoring.
Right.
So these amplifiers are constantly doing things like checking the condition of the loop circuit to make sure that hasn't been damaged,
Sure.
as well as monitoring the function of the amplifier itself. And really the thing with hearing loops is they're pretty fit and forget, but it's not always obvious if something has gone wrong. And the worst thing is for somebody to walk into that space and want to use the system, trying to get that benefit from it, and there be a fault, and no one knows about it, and that person then gets a bad experience. So we've built the status monitoring into there. That means that, especially if you're using Reflect, you can monitor the status of your hearing loop systems across an entire campus or entire corporate facility, and make sure that you can be more proactive about fixing any issues that occur. So it's making sure that those systems are always working, they're always available, and they're ready to use as soon as somebody needs that benefit.
I think that's incredible. The ability to remotely monitor and manage all the systems like across a higher education campus, as you mentioned, that is just so critical to make sure that everything is working, everything is up to par, and as you mentioned, so that end user actually gets the benefit of the plugin and is able to get the audio just as everyone should.
Yeah, exactly. It's so important. It's about providing accessibility and equality to people who might struggle to hear in any scenario where there's audio being deployed.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by, Chris. This has been such an incredible experience to just see the fruition of this plugin, and the assistive technology story is just amazing. If you want to get access to this Ampetronic C-Series loop plugin, go to Q-SYS Designer Asset Manager. And as we mentioned, this is a great plugin to add into any design and should be added to all the spaces. So thank you so much for coming down, Chris. Did you have anything to add as we wrap up?
Absolutely. No, it's been my pleasure. The Q-SYS Partner Program is such a great way of making these integrations fit seamlessly into the Q-SYS designs. And it's a great partnership.
And experience what's possible, right? And that includes our assistive technology where everyone gets access.
100%.
I love it. Well, thank you so much, Chris. It was great to connect with you.
Thanks for having me.
I hope you have a great rest of your day and appreciate you stopping by.
Thanks so much, Brandi.
Thanks.
All right, thank you.